how old are you when you moved to the United States?
21.
21.
And how was that for you? Because I know that's, first of all, young to go to America, a new country. You didn't come with your family, right?
No, I jumped the border.
You jumped the border.
Yes.
Which is
like literally jumped the border?
Literally jumped the border.
Okay, you need to walk us through that. That's insane.
So
Please.
December 23rd, so I have always, after I told my mom I want to be a drug cartel, right? And I was 10.
Yeah.
And so she slapped me.
Okay, yeah.
And so she says, if you want to kill me, that's what you do. And so,
Wow.
no, that's not what I want to do. So
Wow.
no idea no idea.
what
Yeah.
comes with it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I just saw guys with money, women, and power.
Those were
Yeah.
the superstars
Yeah,
there.
you see
Yeah.
them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see them. So if you watch Narcos 3, that's
Yeah.
where I grew up. I grew up in the time of the Federation.
Wow.
So when the Federation was built, so I went to school with all their kids.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's going back to it. That's really tough not to get influenced by that when they're all around you like
you
that.
don't know, and
Yeah.
the music is always going. It's like going to Washington and you see Republicans and Democrats,
Yeah.
and that's all they want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're
Wow.
corrupt, of course, but they just wear suits.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Looks
So it's a
fancy,
different
looks
kind
fancy.
of corruption. It's like, okay.
So, but I mean, that's a great answer from your mom, because I think that's the
Yeah.
perfect way
That's a
to
Mexican
to
mom.
stop your child from ever trying to go
That's
that
right.
direction.
And that just shows you how much Mexicans love their mamas.
Yeah.
Yes, mama's boy.
Mama's boy, yeah.
mama's
Italians
boy,
are the same.
Yeah,
Italians are very-
that's
very
what I'm
similar,
saying.
yeah.
It's La Virgen de Guadalupe and then mom. That's it.
Yeah.
Or God and mom, they're in the
That's
same
it.
level.
Yes,
my
correct.
dad could tell me stuff, and I would say, well, I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But if my mom says something, God damn it, I love you so much.
Yeah.
And I honor you and respect you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she gives you the slap in the face.
That was just one.
yeah.
Just one.
Just
eh?
That
one.
changed it all.
So then after that, we had the first TV. So we had a black and white TV.
Okay.
And I started watching Lassie Ring Tin Tin. So if you
Lassie,
guys
of
don't know
course.
what that
Yeah,
means,
yeah.
it's a TV show about dogs,
Yeah.
right? And that really moved me, right? That really inspired me. 2 dogs. I said, I want to meet whoever trained those dogs. I want to be a vet, but because I come from low income,
Yeah.
they couldn't send me to Guadalajara or Mexico. So
School,
I
yeah.
let that go really, really fast, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, because it's just the money. So I didn't have the money. And so I said, what's my next move? And my next move was to learn from Lassie and Ring Tin Tin trainers.
Wow.
But I was like 11 and something. So by the time I was 13, it was so much in my mind. By then I was already going to judo. And one day I went to a judo competition, and a voice comes and said, "Tell your mom that you want to be the best dog trainer in the world." And so I turned around, "Mom, you think I can be the best dog trainer in the world?" And she turns around, "You can be whatever you want."
And this was a gut feeling you had, like just a feeling.
I call it, it's a voice because
Yeah,
it's a voice.
it's
So
true.
watch, I'm going to
Your
walk
inner
you through
voice.
it. So yeah, I like to call it God.
Yeah.
And so 13, right? And then at 21, the voice came back on December 23rd and said, "You have to leave. You have to leave right now."
Wow.
The next day was Christmas.
Yeah.
So I called my mom and said, "Mom, I'm leaving. Where are you going?" "I'm going to America. But tomorrow is Christmas." And she saw something in my face, and she called my dad, and my dad gave me his life saving $100. He gives me $100, put him on between my feet and my sock, and I took off to Tijuana.
Wow.
So I spent 2 weeks in the border.
Okay.
Hanging trying
out.
to cross the border.
Yeah.
So I that was my home at the border.
Yeah.
And so, but just remember, it's the cartel. Then you end up with the border cartel.
Yeah.
And they can just come grab you, recruit you, or grab you and sell you for parts.
Oh my
Sell you for
Liver,
parts.
Yes.
heart. Yeah.
So you're saying if they catch you at the border, just hanging out.
Yeah.
This is when
You run there. I'm about myself.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm about
yeah.
myself. I've never
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just pure faith.
Yeah.
It's just pure faith.
Yes.
And the adrenaline at this level, fear 0,
Wow.
creativity 100.
100.
Well,
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
It's do or die,
only,
you know?
The only thing is like quiet down is your heart, because if you get a little bit emotion, you can also turn it into fear. So it was just faith, instincts, and creativity.
Wow.
You see what I mean? And somehow the heart just went all the way to 0, and it was just for pumping blood, nothing else, not to feel anything.
Okay.
Like when they say be heartless, that's a perfect time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded.
You're cold-blooded,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
the only way you can deal with the border and the people in there, and they're not nice people. They're not there to be nice.
Did you know anyone at that point that did it? That jumped the border?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you knew people.
Well,
that-
you knew people because people will come back and say, I
Okay.
went to the north.
Nice.
You know, and they come back with trucks and stuff
Okay,
like that.
so it was doable.
Sure.
It wasn't like you were going into Mission Impossible.
Probably pretty
Almost.
close.
Pretty close.
I didn't know what they went through.
Yeah,
you know what I
true.
mean. I don't know. We never went through the details. You
Yeah.
know, I just know they went and they came back and they came back with something.
Nice.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that
was good enough, yeah.
that was good enough. But I also heard, you know, that people didn't make it. You know, so when I was trying to cross, it was raining in Tijuana, and I saw people being washed out, like
Oh my
you know,
God.
washed out with the current, and the coyote guy, they can care less about your life.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They can care less. But the beautiful part about the guy who helped me. So 2 weeks later, right? 2 weeks later, this skinny guy, dirty and smoking a joint, comes to me and says, "You want to cross the border?" I said, "Yeah, I want to cross the border. I'll charge you $100."
Oh my god.
Get it in your sock.
Pull it out of the sock.
No. The sign.
Yeah.
It's a sign.
You
Yeah.
knew. Yeah.
Yeah. How does he know I have $100? They don't charge $100. Even back then,
Yeah.
it was too little.
Yeah.
So then the guy helped me cross the border. Not only helped me cross the border, the guy say, "I'm gonna help you get to the gas station, and there you're gonna grab a taxi, and the taxi is gonna take you to San Diego downtown." And I said, "I don't have any more money. I don't have any more money." And the guy paid it $20. So the guy only made $80. So, so when I wrote the first book,
Yeah.
I said the angels that you can see.
Yeah.
So there is people along the way in your journey. They are there to guide you through it.
To the next step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's definitely like
Wow.
these people, because it's no other way to describe them.
And it's crazy how it starts with a gut feeling. You know, you say that to your mom. She says, "You can become the
Yeah,
best."
the blessings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got the blessing, and then your dad gives you the $100.
Yeah.
That's the next blessing.
Yeah.
Then you're there, and this coyote. That's insane. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And that's in a span of, I guess, all 1 year essentially.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And
That's a
then,
very
and then I
pivotal
was
year.
homeless for 2 weeks. No, I was homeless for 2 months.
Okay.
In San Diego, so I live under a bridge.
Okay.
You know, and then my first sentence that I learned was, "Do you have application for work?" I don't want to learn just to say I need a job.
Sure.
I want to sound proper.
Professional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
professional.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The creativity's coming in. That was your creativity.
Yeah, so it's like I want to sound proper for some reason.
Yeah.
And I practiced, "Do you have application for work?" like so many times. 'Cause it wasn't easier for me.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And so then the other angels that I met along the way were these two Caucasian ladies, and I went to this grooming salon, right? So, but I used to work in Sizzler, washing cars. With $1, I will make it, right? Because there was two hot dogs for 99 cents.
There you go.
And then in America, you can actually invest on a big gulp. So you buy it once, you refill.
Exactly.
keep it going.
You know what I mean?
7-Eleven.
just need the cup. You need
that
the
thing
cup.
in Mexico, that will never make it because people will go refill it and sell it outside.
True.
So it's like, how does these people make money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes
That
sense.
to me was like the big shock
Yeah.
that I got. So I need $1 to make it in America.